After mastering complex impact, the Galactic Guardians enjoyed a brief era of peace. That calm was shattered when Omega Tyrant, an ancient warlord from the edge of the galaxy, escaped his cosmic prison. Long forgotten, Omega Tyrant had one goal: seize the galactic core, a powerful energy source capable of giving him control over the entire universe. Nova Star, Soulflare, Stormbreaker, Hellfire, Quantum Shift, and Draconus quickly realized the danger and prepared for their greatest battle yet. Omega Tyrant didn't come alone. He brought with him a terrifying team of followers: Gorgonax, a stone-skinned giant who could turn anything he touched to solid rock; Iris, a chaos sorceress who warped reality around her; Phantom Vex, an assassin who could phase through any object, making her nearly untouchable. As Omega Tyrant's army tore through star systems, the Galactic Guardians sought guidance from their retired mentors Rocket Boy Leo, Solaris, and Michael Mann. The elders advised the young heroes, knowing they would need more than strength to defeat this ancient evil. The Guardians divided to confront Omega Tyrant's lieutenants. Nova Star and Soulflare took on Iris, their light and plasma powers clashing with her chaos magic. Stormbreaker and Draconus teamed up to neutralize Gorgonax, using lightning and dragon energy to dodge his stone touch. Hellfire and Quantum Shift outmaneuvered Phantom Vex by using time manipulation and Hellfire to expose her ghostly form. As the Guardians fought their battles, Omega Tyrant neared the galactic core, unleashing cosmic shockwaves that shook entire systems. Knowing the stakes, the Guardians reunited to face him in an epic showdown. They used complex impact, but even this devastating technique seemed barely enough against Omega Tyrant's immense power. Pushed to their limits, the Guardians combined their powers like never before, enhancing complex impact into an unstoppable force. This final, all-out attack overwhelmed Omega Tyrant, engulfing him in a massive explosion of energy. His body dissolved into the cosmic void, and his empire crumbled. Though victorious, the Guardians knew they had only narrowly saved the universe. Omega Tyrant's defeat came at a great cost to their energy, and they were left wondering if another dark force would one day rise. With their bond stronger than ever, the new Galactic Guardians stood ready to defend the galaxy from whatever threats lay ahead. After their victory over Omega Tyrant, the Galactic Guardians began noticing dangerous time anomalies throughout the galaxy. Events from the past and future collided, creating chaos. The source was revealed to be Kronos, the ancient time manipulator they had once fought. However, this time there was a shocking twist. Kronos was actually Leo's father, lost to time with no memory of who he truly was. Leo Rocket Boy was devastated but determined to help his father. As Kronos destabilized timelines across the galaxy, Leo and the Guardians Nova Star, Soulflare, and the rest raced to stop him before time itself unraveled. The anomalies grew worse as Kronos unknowingly manipulated the fabric of reality, causing historical figures to reappear and entire cities to shift between eras. During their mission, the Guardians confronted Kronos, but his power had grown beyond control. Battles raged across multiple timelines, forcing the team to adapt to constant shifts in reality. Nova Star used her cosmic light to stabilize the battlefield, while Soulflare burned away distortions with solar plasma. But it was Leo's personal connection to Kronos that proved crucial. In the final showdown, Leo reached out to his father, reminding him of who he was. With help from Quantum Shift and Hellfire, he used their powers to break through Kronos' dark energy. Leo's words began to awaken his father's memories. Kronos, realizing the truth, fought to regain control, but the timeline was already collapsing. To save the universe, the Guardians joined forces with Kronos, performing an enhanced version of Complex Impact. They combined their powers with Kronos' time manipulation, creating a temporal shockwave that restored the timeline and stopped the chaos. The move drained Kronos of his powers, but it saved the galaxy. Leo's father, now free of his Kronos persona, was reunited with his son, his memories restored but his powers gone. Though he could no longer control time, he vowed to remain by Leo's side, offering wisdom as the Guardians' mentor. The timeline was safe, and the Guardians stood united, knowing they had overcome one of their most personal and powerful threats yet. Following their success in restoring time, the Galactic Guardians were met with a new and deadly alliance. Dr. Mind Roach, the sinister mind controller, had resurfaced, joined by the monstrous Barasoon and the cunning Bonds. But the real threat was their new leader, a cosmic tyrant feared across galaxies Golden Doom Armageddon, a being of unimaginable power capable of wiping out entire star systems with a mere thought. Golden Doom sought the core of existence, a cosmic artifact that could erase all life and reshape the universe in his twisted vision. The Guardians, led by Nova Star, Soulflare, and Rocket Boy Leo, had to stop this unholy alliance before they could retrieve the core. As the villains launched a series of devastating attacks across the galaxy, the Guardians split up. Hellfire and Draconus took on Barrisoon, using their infernal and dragon powers to battle the massive beast. Meanwhile, Quantum Shift fought Bonds, his time-altering abilities countering Bond's clever traps. Stormbreaker faced Dr. Mind Roach, her lightning cutting through his mental manipulations. In the heart of the battle, Golden Doom Armageddon unleashed his true power. With golden energy radiating from his form, he began drawing closer to the core of existence, planning to trigger an event that would destroy everything. The Guardians combined their efforts, but even their strongest moves, including complex impact, barely slowed him down. With time running out, Leo called upon his father, now fully recovered from his Chronos identity. Together, they devised a plan to use the residual time energy Chronos had left to amplify the Guardians' powers. In a desperate final battle, the Guardians managed to draw Golden Doom away from the core. Nova Star, empowered by cosmic energy, delivered the final strike with a new technique, the Nova Burst, a massive explosion of energy that shattered Golden Doom's armor. Defeated but vowing to return, the villain was forced to retreat with his allies. Though the Guardians had stopped the immediate threat, they knew that the universe was never truly safe, especially with foes as dangerous as Golden Doom Armageddon still lurking in the shadows. United, they prepared for whatever dark forces would rise next, knowing that their bond was the galaxy's greatest defense. After their battle against Golden Doom Armageddon, the Galactic Guardians barely had time to rest before a new and ominous threat emerged. The villains they had faced, Dr. Mind Roach, Barrisoon, Bonds, and Golden Doom Armageddon had joined forces, forming a team of unparalleled evil called the Harvesters. Their goal, to systematically strip the galaxy of its most powerful resources and plunge it into chaos. Led by Golden Doom, now stronger and more determined after his last defeat, the Harvesters set their sights on gathering energy sources that could rival the core of existence. If successful, they would become unstoppable. The Galactic Guardians, led by Rocket Boy Leo, Nova Star, and Soulflare, quickly realized the gravity of the situation. The Harvesters began their reign of terror by attacking key planets, stealing their most valuable resources and leaving devastation in their wake. Dr. Mind Roach used his psychic abilities to take over entire civilizations, turning their populations into an army of mindless drones. Barrisoon, the brutal beast, crushed all military resistance, using sheer power to devastate planets. Bonds, with his deceptive traps and stealth, dismantled alliances, sowing mistrust among planetary leaders. Golden Doom, the mastermind, sought the ultimate prize, an energy source that would allow him to reshape reality itself. The Guardians split up, racing across the galaxy to stop each member of the Harvesters. Hellfire and Quantum Shift faced Bonds, using time manipulation and infernal flames to dismantle his schemes. Stormbreaker and Draconus took on Barrisoon, their combined storm and dragon powers proving just enough to hold the monstrous creature at bay. Meanwhile, Nova Star and Soulflare led the charge against Dr. Mind Roach, cutting through his armies of brainwashed minions. But the real battle was against Golden Doom, who had already begun to harness a new power source that could end all existence. In a final confrontation, the Guardians faced the entire Harvester team in a massive cosmic showdown. Each villain fought with a renewed fury, but the Guardians had grown stronger, their teamwork flawless. Rocket Boy led the charge with complex impact, a devastating move that disrupted the Harvester's combined energy. As the battle raged, Nova Star unleashed her ultimate attack, the Supernova Strike, a blinding burst of cosmic energy that weakened Golden Doom just long enough for the Guardians to defeat him. The Harvesters, realizing they had been outmatched, retreated into the void, vowing to return with even greater strength. The Guardians stood victorious, but the galaxy knew that the Harvesters were still out there, plotting their next move. With the universe's greatest villains now united, the Guardians remained vigilant, ready to defend the cosmos from whatever darkness awaited.